Well, hello and welcome along to another edition of Hong Kong Direct, your weekly instalment of everything Hong Kong racing related, of course. Let's take a look at what's coming up on this week's show. We're going to be catching up and weighing in with a certain Hong Kong Huey, Hugh Bowman. Very much has established himself in the last few weeks and months here in Hong Kong. And we will also be catching up with some of the stars heading towards the Stewards Cup at the end of January and the trial file to find out how they're getting on in their preparation. So firstly, on this week's edition of the show, we're going to weigh in with Hugh Bowman and find out a little bit more about the Australian and how he is enjoying his time here in Hong Kong.
Hi everyone, I'm Hugh Bowman and I'm come from Sydney, Australia. Well, I grew up riding horses on a farm, and I love horses and I love competing and I love racing. My favourite horse is the wonderful Winx, who has been great for my career.
Winx takes the lead from Gerlo's Shop, and here's a second, Queen Elizabeth. This is a silver jubilee moment on the throne for 25 consecutive wins to equal the record of the Great Black Caviar.
Very, very many special memories with Winx. Just an amazing horse. You know, she was best horse in the world in 2018, and to have the privilege to ride such an amazing athlete was very, very special. And she just delivered every time at the races. I have lots of good memories in Hong Kong. I think winning the Hong Kong Derby on Werther is on top of those memories, but I've since won it again on Furore, and to ride those two wonderful horses here in Hong Kong was fantastic.
Furore sped to the lead from Dark Dream. Sunny Speed charging through, then Waikuku. Furore broke clear from Dark Dream. Sunny Speed and Waikuku. Furore's got the Derby parcelled up.
That's an interesting one. I think the most memorable race for me, excluding Winx of course, was winning the Japan Cup on Cheval Grand in 2017.
Here comes Hugh Bowman on Cheval Grand, going to Kitasan Black. It's Kitasan Black. Cheval Grand goes up on the outside, and late Ray de Oro. It's Cheval Grand. Cheval Grand goes on and wins the Japan Cup.
He ultimately drew barrier one, and we followed the short price favourite, the champion Kitasan Black, and we were able to beat him by a length and a half, and the roar of the crowd and the atmosphere there was like something I've never experienced anywhere else. Darren Beedman was my hero when I was younger. He obviously rode with great success here in Hong Kong as well. I looked up to him and continue to do so. So Darren Beedman. Best advice I've been given is I'm better off to keep my mouth shut and let people think that I'm stupid than open it and let them know. My family, I'm married to Christine, who comes from Ireland. Christine, we've been married since 2009. We have two daughters, Bambi, who is now 9, and Paige, who is 7. And they both go to a French school in Sydney. And ultimately, while we're in Hong Kong, they'll go to a French school here. I like to eat, and I like to play golf. Yeah, I like good food, and I really enjoy exercising, but golf is what I really like to do, and obviously goes without saying, spending time with my family. Cheese apples is really just an Aussie way of saying all cool, all good, well done, whatever. So, and I actually inherited it from my cousin who was doing it one time, and I said I'll put that on the map, and yeah, it's just been a bit of a, started off as a bit of a joke, but it's grown with time. and particularly in the Asian countries for some reason. I find that all the fans, they really, you know, they love the signal, and hopefully I can have more successes and give it to them again. She's apples.
Fantastic stuff with Hugh Bowman. I think the most insightful bit there was the latter regarding the winning signal, of course, something we've seen quite a bit here in Hong Kong since he has arrived. Let's take a look at his stats so far for the season. 14 winners, plenty of seconds and thirds, and just over 10% is Hugh's strike rate. So certainly going well so far for the Australian. And he has got just around about a month or so left on that contract, and he's got 8 rides coming up this Sunday at Sha Tin. The best of them possibly Galaxy Witness. Talking of Galaxy Witness, he's trialled recently and trialled well, but some of the real stars have been out in action on the trials track. The Stewards Cup coming up on the 29th of January, and we can find out how some of the stars are getting on in their recent trials.
California Spangle under a good hold. He finds 2 lengths over Satirical Glory, making steady ground. August Moon niggled at from Call Me Dandy and Cheerful Days. California Spangle just doing it as he likes. He's a length over Satirical Glory, who's trialling well in second too, but the Spangle too good.
He's a little professional fella. He's quick from the gates. He's competitive when a horse comes next to him, and I just love the way he moves. His action's great. And, you know, he's a terrific little horse. So. It was a pleasure to be on him again, and he's come through the trial well.
Massive target at the end of January coming up with Romantic Warrior and Golden 60 in there.
Yeah, it's going to be a really tough race, isn't it? It's. I don't know if I'm looking forward to it or worried about it, but you know, it's a challenge. I think either one of the 3 horses could win it. Of course, it depends what barriers we draw and how the race is going to be run. Yeah, so it's exciting, and you know, it's why we're here, right? We've got to go head-to-head with the big boys.
It's Astrologer by a neck over Beauty Tycoon, 3 wide Beauty Fit and 4 wide is Golden 60. Next is Entrusted from Looking Cool, improving through the centre and the white with the red spots. Happy Day and Galaxy Witness. Astrologer, Beauty Tycoon, Beauty Fit and Golden 60s a length away to their outside. And wider again is Galaxy Witness. It's Beauty Fit, Astrologer, Golden 60 and Galaxy Witness. The outside pair have taken over. Golden 60 and Galaxy Witness, who's gone up to take the lead off the champ. He's not being pushed out, Golden 60, but an impressive trial from Galaxy Witness. Beat Golden 60.
Come out a bit too quick. I think we lost a shoe, so he didn't really try at the last bit. Just look after him afterwards, but he feels fine, no problem at all. Probably will give him one more trial and some grass gallop as he loved to be on the turf. So yeah, we'll do that, and to slowly build him up back to where he was, and looking forward to the race.
Followed on the far side by Romantic Warrior, Russian Emperor, Goritis, Alacrity behind them, and a little break the last trio. Meaningful Star, Charity Grace and Family Folks, but Super Fortune in front below the 200 metres. Margins closed, however. Super Wind Dragon, Romantic Warrior powering at them on the far side. Romantic Warrior has whipped to the lead now. Adam, oh so impressive once again. Romantic Warrior. Gee, that's been a good trial from Super Fortune second.
Pretty happy the way he's going, and of course the trial today, he needed a trial. He needed to go and stretch his leg because he had a bit too much energy in the morning. So we were very happy today. You know, he came out and just let him do what he always wants to do, just leave him comfortably. And I must say that the 200, when I put a bit of pressure on him, he responded well. Just pure class.
Yes, indeed. Some really good performances there. And the 29th of January is the date for your diary there as far as the Stewards Cup is concerned. A mouth-watering clash between that trio and others, of course. But let's take a look at what's coming up in the more immediate future. We are at Sha Tin this Sunday afternoon for a 10-race programme. Back to Happy Valley for the Hong Kong Club Challenge Cup, and then a Saturday fixture, 21st of January there at Sha Tin, coming up at that course there. So that's just about all we've got time for on this edition of Hong Kong Direct. As we leave you, it's only appropriate we finish with a vintage Stewards Cup 2015. Abel Friend was mighty on this occasion for both Joe Moreira and John Moore. Many thanks for watching the show, and we hope to have your company next week here on Hong Kong Direct. Goodbye.
Beauty Flame, as expected, gets a soft lead at the 800 metres from Real Specialist and Gold Funner. Then Blazing Speed from Rewarding Hero, Glorious Days, Ambitious Drag and Able Friends a half length behind him, and 2 further back to All You Wish as they race inside the 600 metres. Beauty Flame given every chance by Mosse. Turns the corner in front by a length on Real Specialist. Blazing Speed gets going. Gold Funds in a pocket. 3 further back to Rewarding Hero, Glorious Days and Able Friend. Moreira keeping his powder dry, but Big Red is going after the leader, Beauty Flame. Gold Fund gets his chance on the rails, but here comes Able Friend now. Moreira's just swinging off Able Friend. He hits the lead in the Stewards Cup and starts to roar away untouched. Big win in the Stewards Cup, but the big question is, where next? Able Friend bolts up from Beauty Flame and Rewarding Hero at odds running third.